You might have been waiting for this from me, and so it is time to take on this recent week's Elite Vortex, which, if you have seen it, you're probably like, what the hell is Ninja Kiwi thinking? Because they just went absolutely mad with the modifiers. 350% boss health, but extra speed on the speedy boss, which is never a good thing. You multiply these together and you get almost a 5 times difficulty modifier. Technically it's lower, but like speed, I feel like counts as more than 35% difficulty. Not to mention Super Monkey's band. On the bright side, I think this is the most starting cash they've ever given us, so snowballing is going to be absolutely crazy in this one. However, there is a Monkey Max and a Paragon limit, which has been increased, so that's nice. The ranked leaderboard for this week is timed, so you're gonna see me speed run, or rather attempt to speed run through all 5 tiers. Taking a look at the times at the top of the leaderboard, that gives us a good indicator of what to aim for. This is also another week where I am not going to skip the first several rounds of farming because it's going to be so much difference and accelerated due to $20,000 starting cash. So watch me cook here. Not the single discount, not the double, not even the triple, but the quadruple discount has appeared. I did the math and this is worth it. A round 1 Monkeyopolis, sacrificing a 000 farm. And if you do a triple discount, it does give you the most money left over after all this, which is 1203. That's enough money for a farm the moment I play the round. Also, free Dark Monkey up here. You might be thinking, why not put it under city range? That's because I don't want a time penalty. If you take too long to beat a round, which it absolutely will happen, then yeah, no good. We'll also try to get Ben in the middle of the round too. Come on. I'm gonna use Line of Sight again to make sure his Trojan does not land on Bloons. Because if you saw me do the previous boss, I would have told you it loses you money. I'm also going to use the free Dark Monkey that I get every round to my advantage by putting them in spots where I don't plan to put farms, but also while under Monkeyopolis. So given that I normally get the mini Monkeyopolis by like round 30, but I have the money to get on round 1 this time, run the quick math and yeah, you're basically going to see farming 30 rounds ahead of what you normally see it. So I always say I get Banana Central by like around 50. So if you extrapolate that to here, then yeah, that's right. We're probably gonna get it in the round 20s. Guess we'll see. And the build I'm gonna use to get there is marketplaces right now, and then turn them into banana research facility as soon as I can. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 0.08 penalty? Well, considering it's like the scores are 8 minutes, 0.08 is fine, but that's why I was telling you. We need to have the free Dark Monkey here outside of Monkeyopolis because otherwise that would be a guaranteed penalty. 3 marketplaces sell for $12,000, so once I have about 7k, sell them for BRF. There we go. Oh, and when the hell did I get an even more penalty? 0.23 seconds now. Bruh. Anyway, now we want to sell both of these farms at 5.5k to get the overclock BRF, because that makes a lot of money. And you should know the drill at this point. Get a bunch of central markets, sell them for the B Central whenever money is there. Okay, if it wasn't already, this is freaking bonkers. 4 central markets now. Flavored trades, which we can sell very, very, very soon, I think. I also think 1 round of income just from a marketplace is worth the sellback that you lose. It's only 5% with flavored and bottom path, so it's gotta be there now, right? Oh yeah. Beauty. Earliest B Central I've ever had by a landslide. Thank you, NK, for all the extra starting cash, because we're gonna need it. I suppose that's to make up for the fact that they slapped on the most evil modifiers, I guess, almost ever that we've seen. Sure, here's infinite money, but take on a 117 million HP Vortex at the end. Yes, that's how much HP the final boss will have, in case you're wondering. Guess I'll get a Bloon Trap now because I can, but otherwise, the next 10 rounds are just gonna be get a bunch of BRFs as usual, overclock all of them, and I'll see you on Tier 1 with a boatload of money. I think we have a lot of money, and as you can see by the sub-army I've already kind of built up, you might have an idea of what we're going for the Tier 1 kill. With the amount of HP this Vortex has, the math adds up so that you need to use 16 first strikes if you want to completely destroy all its HP. basically 8 partitions of Vortex and 2 first strikes for each one. So that is a lot of money. Each first strike is like, what, $16,000? So times that by 16, and we need over $200,000 worth of subs. And the thing is, on Resort, you can only fit 12 of them, so I need to add a Lord of the Abyss to fit the remaining 4. That is indeed how sweaty we gotta go. I'd like to be able to afford 16 first strikes without selling the main B Central and their overclocks. And we have to buy them before 40 starts, of course, because they take time to cool off, so I think maybe once the Zero starts spawning this round, we gotta go for it. For now, we can slowly start the sell-off. Yep, sell. Come on. Boom, got all of them. I think that's 16, right? Yep, and I can keep 2 BRFs around, so I guess that's a bonus. Just to be super sure, I get 16 up immediately. Let me add a 002 glue. Just to buy me a little bit of time, okay? Because you see, it's only at 12 right now. Come on, get to 16. Oh, did I mess up? I hope I didn't, because there's still like a couple seconds where Vortex will take to spawn in, so I should be all right. Oh no, I'm such an idiot. I forgot to upgrade one of them. Okay, this is still fine, because I think if I buy Preemptive Strike, it comes off almost fully cooled off. That still sucks. I still think I have to wait like 5 seconds for this ability to come up. Luckily, you can't just spam all 16 first strikes on Vortex. You have to wait, I believe, 0.5 seconds between each skull. Otherwise, the first strike won't land. So watch this, guys. So again, don't blink or you'll miss the insta-kill. Let's go. Try to get the first 2 off. Come on, there we go. Pause. 2 again. 2 again. 2 again. 2, 2, 2, and 2. All right, perfect. I don't care about, like, being super perfect. I think there was, like, a small window. I could have activated faster, but 13 seconds or 11, I think that was pretty good. And now let's sell 1 first strike, get back a flavor trades, and sell the entire defense off so that we can see just how much extra farming money we have to work with now. Holy moly, 280,000. To be honest with you, overclocking every BRF is really annoying. So the more lazy method would be Trade Empire Army with Lord of the Abyss and 10 Central Markets. So I'm gonna build that first before I go back to the overclock. Alright, not quite enough money for a full Trade Empire Army, but so close that we're literally like 1 round away, I think. Because there's 10 Central Market stacks. Now we just need to upgrade all these to Flavored. And we're done with boat farming. Now, how many monkeys do we have left? Because remember, there is a 60 monkey cap. Okay, 21. So at most, I can fit 10 more BRFs and 10 overclocks. Not gonna lie, I kind of wish the monkey cap was lower, but I am glad they added it. Otherwise, if there was no monkey cap, I'd feel very incentivized to, like, milk every single round possible. And God knows how many more towers above 60 you can add on this map. Anyway, 1 more round this time for sure. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. Now we just need to make way for an Ultra Boost, and then we're truly cooking. I feel like with a Tower Cap, technically it might be more efficient to go for all BRFs and all overclocks instead of spending, what is it, 30 towers on, you know, the 20 boats and the 10 centrals. But I don't want to think about the numbers. Also, somewhat a blessing in disguise here, but there is only 4 monkeys left, and I'm not really done filling in my BRFs yet, so in that case, I technically don't need overclocks because in terms of per tower, getting 2 BRFs is better than 1 BRF and 1 overclock, because the overclock doesn't quite double the income. 1 monkey left, and there we go. Everything is officially grayed out. Actually, it's probably worth it to get rid of the Roto Gold and the glue to get 2 more farms. And I'm out of BRF spots, so I suppose I'll just keep this Roto Gold here, or maybe sell it for an XXXL trap, because I might need it later. Or rather, it makes more money than, I think, a Roto Gold, does it not? One more thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna overclock this guy, and then sell the original Monkeyopolis so that I suck up this. And I think once I get my 9 BRFs back, I've truly maxed out my income. It can't go any further than that. Absolute cinema in farming. After this, every future boss week is gonna feel like I'm poor as frick. Alright, I'm still missing, what is it, Monkeynomics? Yeah, okay, maybe I'll sell 1 BRF for that. We'll get rid of the corner one, sure. But ladies and gents, we have maxed out. Now we're gonna take a look and see how much money we make, like, per round now. Starting off at 61k at the end of 52. And ending at 185, so 120k. Hold on, though. Collect traps, so now 130k. That's not including the 10k I could have gotten here. So possibly up to $140,000 per round. We're gonna enjoy this for the next about 7 rounds or so, because then we gotta start selling some farms for defense. And yes, the way things are going, it's absolutely going to be Paragons. First Paragon we're gonna be getting is the Engineer, because you can one-shot each partition of the skull with the NG explosions. Here's how the math works out. There are 3 mini sentries you can spawn out, so 3 explosions, but plus the 1 you get once you start the round. So we can kill 4 of the 8 partitions instantly with NG gone. For the other 4 partitions, I'll explain later, but for now, let's get an Engineer, and the degree can be shits. So I'm gonna do 6. D6 is fine because even degree 1 is enough to beat 1 partition. I did the research, and the only reason I would get more than 1 is just for the cooldowns. To cool, like, each sentry ability faster, because it scales with degrees. Marginal difference 6 to 1. But anyway, now I want to queue another Paragon for this round, and for that, we're gonna sell off almost all the boat farms. And check this out. Tack Paragon. It's very rare I pull this out, especially in a ranked boss, but it's worth it, because it has a meteor ability that if I get a high enough degree, it can one-shot another partition, so that makes it 5 out of 8 I can instantly kill. I'm probably getting a little bit too sweaty in this run, but I've already gone too deep. So degree 13, and then here's how I get 2 more partitions. For strikes, just like tier 1, I need 22 of them, 11 for each partition. So that'll get me 7 out of 8 partitions, and the last one, I'll explain once we get there. And I actually can't afford 22 first strikes, damn. I guess it's because we spent $1 million in 2 other Paragons. Well, I guess I'll play the round, and then in the middle of it, sell off the Wall Street and probably just the Monkeynomics to make things easier for myself. Actually, no, don't sell anything at all. We can make money in the middle of the round. There we go. That should be 22 first strikes. Hopefully I didn't miscount. If not, I can just do preemptive again. Alright, so let's hope I did this right. Play the round. Spawn this entry now for 1 kill. Nice. Wait the half second. Wait a minute, why does the blue sentry... Uh-oh. The blue sentry did not get the partition through. Is it too far away from the track? Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, because I'm not used to doing this. These kind of shenanigans. There we go. I waited long enough. It doesn't work again. Actually, hang on. I have noticed that if you're patient enough, you can get it to work. So, let's just wait 2 seconds here, okay? To fix my mistake. So, there we go. Good enough, I guess. Now let's use the attack Paragon. Use the 11 first strikes. Use the other 11 first strikes. Sell this. And now we just wait for the other Paragon, this one. There we go. 37 seconds. Not quite insta-kill, but I'm gonna take that. Anyway, now we have $1 million again to work with. And now back to scheduled programming with boat farming. And we're back with a full set of farms again. Actually, hang on. I just realized there's 1 spot, so let me just sell 1 of the overclocks for another 420. And now that's truly max. And at this point, nothing much to do until I would say round 78, where we need to prep our Paragons for tier 3. So, yes, I'll see you then with several million more dollars. Actually, before that, I will let you know, I think I crunched the numbers, and in a perfect scenario, if I was able to overclock every BRF, like, perfectly, it does make more money than flavor trades. However, I think the difference is negligible enough that I would prefer, again, to do the much easier method of not overclocking 25 BRFs at once without tech bots. So yeah. I'll give you 3 seconds to guess how much money I have at the end of 77. If you guess anywhere close to here, then good job. This is more than the amount of money I would normally have in, like, a lot of tier 5 bosses, mind you. So again, we sell all the boat farms, because we're gonna prep some Paragons, and I'm gonna build Paragons now for the, like, to keep all the way through. Now, I'm trying to aim for degree 60. I love having to guess without the help of mods. Let's guess 1 million of sacrifices, and it seems like that's not even close. Never mind screw guessing. This Paragon degree calculator tells us we need to spend 1.5 million in the cash slider. 1.58 million, eh? Let's see if the calculator was correct. Thank you, calculator. And now after the permanent Paragon, let's do a temporary makeshift wizard. It'll be somewhere over here. Low enough to not get stunned, but high enough to still be able to attack with its main attack. So, here. Should be exactly 20 if I did it correctly. Okay, a bit above, that's fine. I still have 2 rounds to make even more money, so I guess we'll see if we can get a third Paragon by round 80. But these two, again, I have to cool off ahead of time. Otherwise, I won't get their insta-shots off. And also, make sure that the Wizard Paragon has full mana going into tier 3. Otherwise, we won't get the maximum length. Let's see. Okay, 97.4, high enough, good enough. $500,000. I don't think that's enough money for a perma Paragon. Like, I was thinking maybe a permanent sub right now, but if the money's tight, I don't think I can cash slider it. T3 is also a good opportunity to start accruing pops on, like, stuff like our Flying Fortress, although I didn't Ultra Boost it or get a Homeland to prep. My bad. Guess we'll have to make do with it. And also, I'm thinking after tier 3, we stop boat farming because I'm starting to use up permanent towers, tower slots on, like, Paragons and stuff like the Flying Fortress. So if it makes sense, the more other towers I get, the more important the monkey cap is, and so I'm not going to be able to spend 31 towers on the Central Market Army, so I'll just sell them off early and transition to BRF farming from here. Let's worry about farming later. Let's just kill tier 3. So, 3, 2, 1, let's get it. It's not going to be an insta-kill here, but it's going to be pretty fast. So first off, replace it. Use Metamorphosis. Go, 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 go. One skull now. No stun. Epic. Epic. Let's try to get Homeland activated and use Overclock on the Flying Fortress. And let's see how many shield the Metamorphosis can go through before it's out of mana. I think 3 out of 8. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Now, let's start replacing sentries. There we go. Let's use the Phoenix Explosion too. I think we're only gonna get 1 Metamorphosis off, it seems. Yeah, it's too slow otherwise. Another Explosion. And yes, in case you don't know, the sentries, they still attack, even if they're under the stun range. It's just that the main energy gets stunned. Then you're kind of boned. Next skull. 2 more to go. We actually might get Metamorphosis again, so hold up here. Hold up. Actually, screw it. Let's just use the sentry cells. I guess since we can Metamorphosis, but I'll just use a cell back. Cell. And cell. And the end. Sub 2 minutes for tier 3. I'll take it. Sell this immediately. And I guess we'll just keep the, again, Flying Fortress up here. Have it steal all the pops from round 80 to 120 basically. So this will be fun. Not. I now have about 15 overclocks that I got to spam on my 20 plus existing BRFs. That's how life is going to be for the next, I would say, 13 rounds or so. I think round 96 we'll get our permanent wizard. And we're back with 3.6 million, all of which will probably disappear when we get our wizard Paragon. And in calculator says we need 2.02 million in slider to get D60. And verdict. Perfect. Now we don't have to restart it. So ideally this is high enough to still damage all of tier 4 while not really getting stunned. Crossing fingers. And once again, we'll check back in 4 rounds to see if I have enough money for another perm Paragon. Again, try to keep full mana for the end of this. 99.1, awesome. Now, I'm thinking 1.2 million is enough for a perma sub Paragon. Maybe just degree 40 instead of 60, but 60 would be nice if I can afford it. I don't think I can afford it. 1 million cash slider I need for degree 60, but adding the price of the Paragon itself would put it at 1.4 million, which I need to sell farbs for. Unlucky. Yeah, if I want to aim for 40, I only need 380,000 slider. That's much more affordable. So let's rip it. We don't need to cool off the ability because it takes forever anyway. Perfect. And I think we're good. Set on last for attack speed. And so it'll be 3 Paragons against tier 4 here. Let's see how long it takes. Rip it. Homeland immediately. And replace the sentry actually, hang on. Oh, there's so many buttons, guys. Let's focus on the Paragons first, okay? So there's the Metamorphosis. As you see, It should... Oh, it got stunned. And me. Uh-oh. Well, let's see what happens if, say, I just used Metamorphosis a lot earlier. Is there a way I can avoid the stun? No. No. What if I sold 2 Sentry Paragons? 1, 2, how about 3 of them? Oh, no stun, okay. So, it saved, but that's still really, really, really bad. For obvious reasons, because then I lose all my DPS from dropping those sentries down. Much sad, much sad. Well, let's try again and see if we can just avoid any stun whatsoever. 1, 2, 3 cells. There we go. I'm expecting it to probably get stunned at some points. Not here at least. Good. Another sentry now. God, I can't collect these crates. If only I had a farmer. Metamorphosis is out. At this point, I guess I don't care if it gets stunned, because it's not doing a lot of damage anyway. But obviously, it's ideal that it doesn't. And it gets stunned. Whatever. This will probably be a pretty subpar tier, because the stun is brutal. It's starting to stun my NG, is it? Okay, thank you. God, that was scary in its own right. I think I might have stunned the, what do you call it, a wizard again. So it's gonna be a perma-stun on it. Big rip. Now, if you didn't know, I think apparently the Phoenix can still damage. Oh my god, this got stunned too. What a brutal tier. I was just simply way too greedy, I guess. Way too greedy. And now it's gonna stun my big plane, so rip the pops on that. Jeez. This is a disaster. And I can't use Metamorphosis for this part here. Do I just take the horrible tier 4 kill? A kill is a kill, but yeah, again, I'm doing, like, ranked mode for a reason. And that's to pop it faster. Yeah, that's a rip. I would need to go way too far back in time to, like, put the wizard in a good spot. So it is what it is for 25 kill. And how many monkeys do we have left? 13? Okay, well, I guess it's going back to 13 overclocks then. So what are we ultra boosting now? Well, I'm gonna ultra boost the strongest non-Paragon. That's the Megalodon. I think all the remaining money is gonna go in the Ace Paragon. I don't think I'll have much left over for more, but we will see. And if you want to charge off the Goliath Doomship ability, it'd be ideal to probably get on round 118 and give us 2 full rounds to do that. Looking back, I think one thing I messed up badly was, I think I kept Ultra Boost on the field, right, with Master Builder, so then I lost the Paragon power, aka 25 attack speed or something like that. I could go back, but yeah, I've basically lost my sanity at this point. I'm like 4 hours deep into this run at this point, so I hope you can understand my impatience. Farming is tough work, especially without tech bots and farmers, as you can probably tell. And that's the end of 117, only $2.8 million, so whoa, that's not going to be max cash lighter. Definitely just 60, I think, because it's going to take 1.5 million with cash lighter, even with the pops to get 60. I did the math, and I can actually do 1.45 million, right? I actually think I overshot it a little bit. Okay, that's fine, 62. We will take that. And with the Paragon cap, I believe there are 2 Paragons left we can get. I think with the money, we can probably only get 1 good one, though. Probably the boat. Now we sell off every single farm, including the $1.8 million made by the Monkeyopolis. You've done good service, sir. 2 million on the B Central. Cool, 1.5 million. Somehow I'm much poorer than I thought. I can only get degree 40 with 600k cash lighter, which, that's all my remaining cash. 600,000, see? I have 100k left over to work with, which, honestly, whatever. Non-Paragons at this point aren't going to do much, so we'll take that. There's actually some overclocks down here that we can sell, so sure. Let's go ahead and get, I guess, Ray of Doom and Mad. And with that, I think I'm officially ready to blast off now. 5 Paragons, 60, 60, 62, 40, and 40 on the waters. How long will it take to take down tier 5? Well, let's find out. Bring it on. Let's use this immediately, and Carpet Bomb, and Carpet Bomb. Now, ideally, I don't want to pop this too early, otherwise my Metamorphosis gets stunned, so let's be patient here. Let's wait for it to go a little bit further. I guess NG can be stunned. I don't care as much as the Wizard for the time being. Should I use Nautic Siege Core too? Sure. I think the 15 seconds is worth it. Although, frankly, I should have used it while it had the shield active, because, like, you know, now I waste 6 seconds where it could have attacked. Whereas with the shield, it wouldn't have done damage regardless. Anyway, there comes the radioactive nuke. I should reposition this. Use this. Skull 2 of 8. The reason why I say how long it'll take and now not if I'll beat it is that I know I'll beat it. I just don't know how fast of a time it'll be. We have Metamorphosis up again, but I just cannot use it. Not until it gets closer. Alright, it looks like Wizard's going to be able to attack now, so let's prep our Metamorphosis. Go, go, go. This might stun it, though, so I'm kind of concerned. Please don't. Please don't. Thank you. That was well-timed. Let's use the Card Bomb again. Again, NG stun, but whatever. As long as we can keep Vortex from getting to the bottom right corner, then we're good. I think it will reach there, though, but as long as we're smart and we just, again, avoid it being stunned in that corner, then we're good. In hindsight, I should use the bottom left corner, but there's a lot of things I could do in hindsight. And that's why bossing is so deep. There's so many things you can optimize that even the best players are not perfect. So here's what I'm talking about. Do not do damage here. Let's wait for Vortex to go through. Although, is there a way to avoid damage? I don't think so. Frick. Okay, I'm gonna redo this round and do less damage, I think. I just can't get the ace stun no matter what, so what do we do then? Submerge the sub? That's all I can really do. Well, I guess submerging the sub is actually helping a lot, because our damage is so much worse without it. I'll take it. We'll start doing real damage again. Card Bomb up. Go, go, go. Actually, might still stun the sub. Nope, nope. I think it stunned the boat, though, but whatever. Nobody cares about boat. I repeat, nobody. Metamorphosis? I don't think I'm gonna wait for full mana. Let's just blast off now. Come on, come on, come on. 8 minutes. Sub 9, and I will be happy. There we go, last skull. And we'll use the Not Exceed Core again. This is what I was talking about. It would have wasted shots regardless. And come on, 8 million damage left. The pop counts will look very interesting here. Huge damage spike with that. 2 million damage to go, 1 million. And oh my god, this is gonna be so close to 9, sub 9. Don't forget there's an animation time. GG. Beat it with about a 1 lane of a resort left to spare. And oh wow. If we shaved off 1 second anywhere, we would have had it half a second. That's brutal. Anyway, 26 million here, 41 here, 53 on Surprisingly, 24 on sub, 8.5 million on the Buccaneer, 3, 5, and 7. Should be good enough for a top 50 spot in the end, I hope. 16th place. Regardless, still satisfactory about this performance because at the end of the day, even just beating this week's elite boss is a struggle in and of itself. If you want more videos to satisfy your boss cravings, then click here. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed.